today's session we'll be presenting the functional proof of concept of the Reflex WMS. We've been working almost around the clock for the last 2 weeks, I guess, to put this together for you. I'll give a short introduction of what you can expect of this session today. And I think Cesar from Hardis will take over to explain a little bit more about the Reflex WMS. It'll be a team effort today. We'll walk you through the processes that we've prepared, and we'll show you some scenarios on how these processes will be supported by the application. So Andre will do a part, and Karim and Cesar from Hardis over here will also do their part. Next slide. It's a clicker. Very good. So the agenda for today, first introduction, about half an hour. Then we will start with inbound in the morning. We've divided it into 2 parts, with a short break in between. Then we will have some lunch over here. I hope it's enough. We've reserved for 15 people, so we'll decide who to kick out somewhere around 12. Then we'll move on to outbound, which we also divided into 2 parts. Again with a short break. And some room for questions. We'll do some closing at the end. We have a sharp deadline because people from Hardis will have to catch a flight back to Grenoble this afternoon. So the goal of today, over the last couple of months we've together written more than 300 pages of WMS blueprint or design or detailed functional analysis. So together with the colleagues from Lugata, people from Hardis and people from Bol.com. Today is meant to help you, to give you an example, a prototype, a working piece of software that you can actually see and feel for yourself, to add to these pages, these 300 pages that I think not everybody here has read extensively. So it's designed to give you a better feel of what Reflex is actually like. It's also an important part to end the current phase of the WMS project. So we will end of February with the go, no-go decision. So we want to formally end the design phase and move into the building phase, which we've actually already started a little bit. This is based on 3 elements: the blueprint itself, the blueprint for NC, so those 300 pages that are already almost done. This proof of concept, the functional proof of concept, to give you a feel of what the application is like. And also the performance book, which Marcel is working on really hard currently with people at Hardis, to also do some stress testing and see if Reflex can actually cope with the order volumes and user volumes that we expect. So what we will see today is a prototype based on the standard Reflex WMS. It does not contain any customizations, and we've identified 20 customizations for the NC Go Live, which we are currently starting to build, but we cannot yet show them to you. So what we've done is added them to the slides that support the demo to explain you per process step which customizations we've identified there and what you can expect in the first release of Reflex for the NC warehouse. So no lights on the sneakers today. We've practiced the session of today a couple of times, but we've noticed that it's a lot of information and it triggers some questions, and that's okay. But we also want to take you through the process and make sure that you understand the process and the application. So I want to ask you to write down any questions that you have. If you don't get it and need some extra explanation, just raise your hand, ask the question, that's okay. But if you want to discuss some design point or ask why we've done the design of some process, please write it down. After every scenario there is some time to discuss it. And if it triggers any discussion points that we need to address, we will put them on the board and make sure that we can get back to you with an answer. So today is a session to give you a good feel for the application. We're not trying to redesign it today because we've done blueprint session after blueprint session. And there's still some time to answer any questions that you have. But it's a lot to walk you through all the process. So I'll try to capture it for you and make sure we can get back to any questions that you have. And I'll also be doing some timekeeping because it's going to be a challenge to get through it on time today. All right for now?